Hey guys, I'm still on the Camino de Santiago, and I wanted to share a quick story with you guys about something that's happened to me here on the Camino. This happened yesterday, and it sort of offers a bit of a different perspective from the last video I made for you guys a few weeks ago from when I was in France. This happened to me yesterday, and I walked all day. That's just life on the Camino. You're walking, it's hot, you're tired, sweating. And finally I got to the destination that I wanted to walk to. And I get to the albergue, and albergue is kind of like a hostel. And I get in there, and it's about 1, 2 in the afternoon, and I talk to the hospitalero, which is like the person that's in charge of the albergue. And he invites me in, and we talk for a little bit, and he's only speaking English to me, and I can tell that his English is really broken, but he's trying. And I told him right up front, hablo español, and I said, if it's easier for you, we speak Spanish. But he kind of ignored that, and he just kept speaking English, and it was bad. You know, he would be like, the most important regla, the rule, most important rule is must be silence from 10:30 p.m. to ¿cómo se dice? 6, you know, and it's just kind of painful. But he kept trying, and you know, and we sat there, and I have to confess, I got a little annoyed because it just took 5 times longer than it needed to. It's really annoying because I have to go to the bathroom, and I just walked all day long. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, I'm tired. I just want to get to my bed and just take a load off. And then I think he could tell on my face. So finally, after 10 minutes of struggling through his English, he finally goes, perdón, es que quiero practicar mi inglés. Sorry, I wanted to practice English, but you know, and he seemed a little downtrodden, and he reverted to Spanish. And at that moment, I kind of realized what was going on, and I said, oh no, I'm not letting you give up on your dream of learning English. I didn't say that out loud, but I thought that. And he switched back to English, or to Spanish a little bit, and I didn't let him. After that point, when I realized what was going on, I switched back to English, and I only let him speak English to me. And I think that really brightened his day, gave him some time to practice. And it kind of gave me a different perspective because, you know, normally I'm the one here on the channel saying, don't be afraid to practice your languages, whether you're annoying, whether it's embarrassing, whether you screw up, make tons of mistakes. You got to embrace your mistakes. You got to be bold when you're practicing your language without apologizing. And you just have to do it. Just open your mouth and speak, no matter what the consequences, no matter how embarrassing it is. And it made it a little bit more real for me today because I was on the other side, and sometimes it really is an issue. Sometimes people are going to be annoyed, but if you give in to that, you're not going to learn. If you if you let that defeat you and just revert to your native language, you're not going to learn. And he pushed through. I mean, granted, he almost gave up, and if I would have let him give up, then that just would have been the end of it. But it also goes to show that people are interested in helping you, and a lot of people are really interested in helping you learn their native language because their language is special to them. And if you let them know that you're just really passionate about learning their language, then you can change their perspective too, because it did change mine. I originally was kind of annoyed and just frustrated and trying to hurry, and then for whatever reason, I didn't realize that he needed someone to practice his English with. But when he just told me that, it changed my perspective, and I became a lot more understanding and a lot more willing to help him. So that's the story. I don't know, there's several different points that you could take out of it, I guess. Make of it what you will, but I think it's interesting things to think about. Just another experience here on the Camino. And if you haven't been following my trip, the Camino de Santiago is really just an amazing experience. I highly recommend it for anyone, especially language learners. A lot of lessons to be learned here. So that's just my video for today. Wanted to make it quick and brief, and yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching.